Jason Miller never expected to hear from anyone connected to his former relationship again. Nearly 2 years had passed since he and his ex-girlfriend Rachel quietly ended things. There had been no dramatic arguments, only different dreams leading them towards separate futures. Although life moved forward, certain memories still occasionally returned during quiet evenings. One Saturday morning, Jason received an unexpected phone call from Rachel's younger sister, Emma. They had always shared a respectful friendship during family gatherings. Emma explained she was moving into a new apartment across Denver and several friends had canceled at the last minute. Feeling embarrassed, she hesitantly asked whether Jason could possibly help. Jason paused briefly before agreeing. He believed helping someone shouldn't depend on complicated history. Early the next morning, he arrived with a rented pickup truck, moving blankets, and plenty of coffee. Emma greeted him with grateful surprise, clearly relieved that someone had actually shown up, despite everything that had happened years before. The move turned out to be much bigger than either expected. Heavy bookshelves, dozens of packed boxes, and old furniture filled every room. Jason never complained. Instead, he organized everything carefully, protected fragile items, and kept encouraging Emma whenever she apologized for the endless amount of work waiting ahead throughout the exhausting afternoon. As they carried another bookshelf downstairs, Emma smiled quietly. "You always stayed calm," she observed. Jason laughed, wiping sweat from his forehead. "Panicking never makes furniture lighter." His relaxed humor made the difficult day easier, and before long they found themselves laughing through the challenges instead of becoming frustrated by unexpected setbacks. After several hours, they stopped for lunch at a nearby sandwich shop. Sitting beneath the shade of large maple trees, conversation naturally shifted from moving boxes to life itself. Emma spoke about starting a new teaching position, while Jason described his recent promotion at an architecture firm that kept him constantly designing community projects. Eventually, Rachel's name entered the conversation naturally. Jason spoke respectfully, wishing her nothing but happiness. Emma appreciated that he never blamed anyone for the relationship ending. Many people held on to bitterness after breakups, but Jason seemed to carry gratitude instead. That quiet maturity impressed her far more than she expected before making the phone call. Returning to the apartment, they unpacked kitchen supplies, arranged furniture, and assembled shelves together. Jason measured everything carefully before hanging pictures perfectly level across the walls. Emma laughed while watching his attention to detail. "You're treating my apartment like you're designing someone's dream home," she teased with genuine appreciation. Jason shrugged modestly. "Everyone deserves to feel comfortable where they live." Those simple words lingered with Emma throughout the afternoon. She realized kindness seemed effortless for him. He never helped people because someone was watching. He simply believed small acts of care mattered, even when nobody noticed or offered anything in return afterward. As sunset painted the sky golden, the apartment finally looked complete. Boxes had disappeared, furniture stood neatly arranged, and fresh flowers decorated the dining table. Emma looked around proudly before thanking Jason sincerely. Without his help, the move might have taken an entire stressful weekend instead of one productive, surprisingly enjoyable day together. They celebrated by ordering pizza and sitting on the apartment floor because the dining chairs still needed assembling. Between slices, they laughed about old family holidays, awkward childhood memories, and funny stories involving Rachel's energetic golden retriever. The conversation remained comfortable because neither tried reopening painful chapters from the past or assigning blame. After a thoughtful silence, Emma looked toward Jason with unexpected seriousness. "Can I admit something honestly?" she asked carefully. Jason nodded encouragingly. She smiled sadly before saying, "You should have been mine." The sentence surprised him so completely that he almost dropped the pizza slice still resting in his hand beside the paper plate. Seeing Jason's shocked expression, Emma laughed softly. "I don't mean I wanted to steal you from my sister," she quickly clarified. I mean, someone with your kindness deserved someone who appreciated every little thing you naturally gave. Her voice carried admiration rather than regret, making the conversation unexpectedly heartfelt instead of uncomfortable between them. Jason smiled warmly before answering. Life has its own timing. He explained that every relationship taught valuable lessons, even those that ended peacefully. Holding on to resentment only prevented people from recognizing future opportunities. Emma admired how he viewed difficult experiences with gratitude rather than disappointment, choosing growth instead of dwelling endlessly upon old heartbreak. Their conversation continued long into the evening, touching on dreams, careers, travel plans, and hopes for the future. They discovered shared interests in hiking, volunteering, photography, and restoring historic buildings. Neither forced the connection. Instead, it developed naturally through honest conversation, mutual respect, and genuine curiosity about one another's lives beyond familiar family history. Over the following months, they occasionally met for coffee or attended neighborhood festivals together. Everything remained open and respectful. Emma spoke honestly with Rachel before anything became serious. Rachel smiled kindly, admitting their relationship had ended long ago and wishing both of them happiness without lingering resentment or unnecessary complications from the past. Rachel even thanked Jason for helping Emma during the stressful move. She appreciated knowing someone dependable had been there when her sister truly needed support. That conversation brought peaceful closure to everyone involved, replacing awkward memories with mutual respect. Sometimes maturity allowed old chapters to close gently instead of ending through unnecessary conflict. As spring arrived, Jason and Emma volunteered together, renovating homes for families rebuilding after difficult circumstances. Watching Jason patiently encourage children while repairing broken fences confirmed everything Emma already believed about his character. His kindness remained consistent whether anyone noticed or not. Integrity, she realized, revealed itself through everyday actions rather than impressive speeches. One afternoon, while planting flowers outside a newly renovated house, Emma smiled at Jason. "Helping me move changed far more than my address," she admitted. Jason laughed gently. "Funny. I thought I was only carrying boxes." Emma shook her head. "You carried hope into a future I never expected." Years later, whenever friends asked how they first became close, they always smiled at the unusual beginning. It wasn't an expensive vacation, a glamorous party, or a carefully planned date. It started with borrowed moving boxes, tired muscles, shared pizza, honest conversations, and one unforgettable sentence that quietly changed both of their lives forever.